start with the downward dog. And so normally downward dog there are about 6 and 7 adjustments that we will learn, and those 6 and 7 adjustments we will also carry on in other forward bendings. Okay, so because the downward dog is the main pose when we are doing the sun salutation and is done many times, so we are able to practice on that easily. And so I will try to make the name like number 1, 2, 3, 4. So you write them down like number 1, 2, 3. And when we are doing different pose, I will tell you that in this one we are doing number 1 adjustment, or number 3 adjustment, or number 1 adjustment, like that. So it will be easier to remember. Otherwise, we always have to tell you what to do, right? So when you know number 1, that means you know exactly which one we're using. Okay. So let's begin with the first adjustment. Also, before learning the adjustment, it's good to remember that when you're reaching somebody, it's very important that when you're reaching somebody, you should be already knowing what you're gonna do before arriving. So if there are 10 people in the class, and when they're practicing, that's why the first sun salutation, half first, you don't do anything, because in that you are observing how the people doing and what you will be needing in the next one. So you already have your set goal, that what you can adjust. In the second, so first was the right leg, right? Or you don't do even in Ashtanga Yoga. First you let them do the pose. The second one you begin the adjustment. Okay? So you already know what I'm going to adjust, where I'm going to touch to who, and that's what your work while they are practicing. You are observing the need of the student so that you can serve them good. Okay? So let's begin with the first adjustment, go into the downward dog. Okay, so when she's doing the pose, I can see that in here normally people would have a hunch, which I don't see in here for her. Okay, so we will be checking where is the hunch, whether it's here or here. These two areas will have hunch, means rounded back, and that's where you're going to put the hand and pressing the back. So how do you do? Like normal is that you take almost, this is the tailbone, so it's slightly down on the tailbone, and you're pressing upward. You see, I'm just moving the hand so you know what I'm doing. I'm pressing upward like that, but your hand should not be sliding. Now I'm going to take my hand and I'm pressing upward, and then the hand here in the middle of the center of the back and pressing down. So this is pressing up, and you can see like her hips are slightly tilted. So if they are tilted, you can adjust this way, but it's still going upward. And from here you're pressing down. So that is adjustment number 1. Okay, you can continue. So first one was this. Second one is you going back. You take your right leg, if you're right-handed, again, onto the middle of the feet, and you see the heel is by the side of the big toe. Okay, then you hold the hip bone, this part, and you have to be nice and gentle that you're not grabbing it. You have to just take the finger in, and you're pushing the body up and slightly back. Okay, so you're taking the hip bone, my hips here, and you're pushing. You see my body is going straight, and if you want more powerful, you can bend your elbow and pushing forward like this. So the third one, your position of the leg is same, but instead of this way, you keep the body slightly to the side, not to the straight. Before you were straight. Now you are slightly to the side, and then you are interlocking the hand this way, and you're grabbing the center of the thigh as out as possible, not in but out, and then you are pulling both hands inward. By doing that, you are going to rotate the thigh in, and that way the heel will go out. Okay, so the position of the leg is like this, not to the front but side. You grab the leg like this and you're pulling up slightly up, and of course it's back too, so this way. Okay, not like this, because this way you will have more strong power to pull. Okay?
So a little bit up
Same.
and down.
Yeah, same, little bit up and back, up and down like this, but this way. Always. And also the way you're doing, you are pushing the hand not just this way, but you are pulling the thigh in. So you see, both hands are rolling the thigh this way. Okay, so try. Ready? So, fourth adjustment in downward dog. So if you're right-handed, your right leg go in between of the body. Then right hand is going to put place on the upper body, wherever the hunch is. So otherwise, if there's no hunch, then you put close to the tailbone, and you are going to push the hand upwards, like this, up, and then you take the left hand, you pressing down. So this one is exactly the same like that, but in this we are emphasizing more on higher and then down after, whereas in this one is not going to be as strong. In this one, main one is pressing down. Okay, so kind of sliding slightly down, but when you're sliding, the hand shouldn't slide that you don't have yet. It should be sliding with control. And this is pulling up, and this is mainly pulling down. So that's the fourth one. So number 5, hand adjustment for downward dog with the rope. So you take the rope and you place it where the back and hip is meeting. Now press down, and then you are sliding this hand so that the rope remains not untwisted. And then you hold from the center, and you are making sure that there is no twist in the rope, and you are pulling up and back. So neither I'm pulling, and also the hands are slightly open, and you're pulling. So neither I'm doing this way, just pulling, nor up. I'm doing the movement like slightly up and back, but both movement is happening together. Okay, so for the sixth one, you are going to, it's a little bit more strong and also advanced for you and advanced for the person. And this person have to be advanced to be able to do this pose, because you're putting whole body onto this pose. So what you do, you take your right hand in the center of the body and bend, and this leg is back like warrior. Then you're going to take your abdomen onto the center of the back. Like mainly is going to be center of the back, because if the hunching part is here, you can't put your abdomen there. So you're going to put your abdomen on the center of the back, and you take the hand on the hip, which you normally pull like this one. So like this way, and then you bend forward, and you are going to push with your abdomen and pull with your hands back. Okay, so this is going to be a stronger adjustment. You are pulling out like this, and with this you go forward, pushing the abdomen on the back. Okay, like this. To go back, you go back like this, and again, leaving the person is as important as going to the person. So leaving very slowly, coming back, and then leave the person.